Yes, good morning. My name is Matthew Southern Comfort. This is my friend Johnny Mitchell. Together we are Got My Pills and Stash, and this is a song that we recorded especially for this weekend's event. We've gone to a great deal of trouble to capture the mood and the vibe of the times.
Came upon this dozy sod, he was driving along the road. I asked him, "Where are you going?" This he told me. I'm going on down to Yeti's barn, going to see a bunch of daft twats. I'm gonna stay at the Premier Inn and have a nice breakfast. We are haggard, we are olden, and we've got to get back home in time for countdown.
Is that you doing that? You're not moving your lips.
Then can I walk beside you? I am lost in some kind of fog, and I fear I've no idea where I'm heading. We're going to the AGM that takes place every 20 years. I don't know who I am, and you don't either. We are wasted, we are senile, and we've got to get ourselves to the bog quite quickly.
Is your singing bit again?
Here we go. By the time we got to Hulkmore, we were half a dozen strong. Everywhere there was dope and desecration, and I dreamed I saw Diggle driving in an armoured car, overturning in a ditch outside of Talke. We are hopeless, 60-year-old morons. We are olden, drawing our old age pensions, and we've got to get ourselves back to the end of the song.
It's me.
I don't think we'll make the end of the song.
No, we won't make it. A letter of apology from Mr. Richard Goebel. Can't say that I approve of it, but being open-minded and tolerant, I'll read it to you anyway. It's dated 12th of October. To whom it may concern, dear sirs, as a resident of the village of Drunken Disorderly, which lies on the fringe of the Talke Development Company's estate, I feel it is my public duty to make the absentee landlords aware of a certain goings-on which have been reported in the gutter press recently. The enclosed newspaper extract will, I hope, awaken you all to the deplorable state of affairs in your fiefdom, and, I trust, galvanise you into some sort of remedial action to improve the lives of the miserable serfs who inhabit your estate. Mr. Goebbels was referring to articles in The Sun and other publications about a woman who's been given an ASBO for nagging her husband very loudly. Not a particularly salubrious event, and it does reflect on us all very poorly, but I still don't understand why he's bothering to read The Sun. Anyway, I'll continue. I think the decline started in the early 1970s when some students from the now defunct Alsager College purchased a terrace cottage in the sleepy hamlet of Dunkirk. Anybody with a smattering of knowledge about the Second World War will be aware of the evacuation of Dunkirk. Nowadays Dunkirk is off the tourist map. The only evacuations that take place at Dunkirk these days are the faeces of the residents, which are regularly discharged into the septic tank, which was rebuilt many years ago after the drains were blocked by Colin Arnold Bennett. Suggestion: how about a brown sign? Surely this would put the septic tank back on the tourist map. The smaller community of Venice lies about a half a mile from Dunkirk in the direction of Talke pits. Venice has a transport problem. There are no gondolas. I feel it incumbent on the board of the Talke Pits Development Company to provide gondolas for their workforce to have easy access to their place of employment. Remember, a happy workforce is a loyal workforce. I have many suggestions up my sleeve to improve the performance of the Talke Pits Development Company, but unfortunately I'm running out of paper and the will to live. Incidentally, my request for £2 million worth of Royal Mail shares has been declined. How come the Talke Pits Development Company is not listed on the stock exchange? I send my apologies for not being able to attend your meeting in person. An audience with the Queen for my knighthood takes precedence. Signed, Richard J. Goebbels. Am I a man or a mouse? We're just about to leave to go to the Talke Pits Development Company annual general meeting.
Annual general meeting?
Yes, the annual.
Annual general meeting.
The annual, yes, every year.
Biannual?
No, not biannual.
Hang on a minute. Point of order, Mr. Speaker. Annual means once a year.
Yes.
Was there one last year?
Oh, bollocks.
Or the year before?
There may well have been one last year, and perhaps nobody attended. I think you need to broaden your perspective a little bit and get rid of the idea that just because nobody attends a meeting, that the meeting doesn't happen.
Video evidence shows that the last one was 20 years ago. That's duodecimal, surely. Meeting.
No, duodenal means to do with the bowel. I think you'll find the
Who
correct
could tell the difference?
Well, it's an important distinction. The correct term for once every 20 years is bicentennial.
Bicentennial?
Yes.
Oh,
Or it might be bicentennial. I'm not too up on my Latin.
Okay.
I'm not up to much at all.
Pantiennium.
No, indeed, that's the drug that you took this morning. I slipped it into your breakfast cereal.
That explains a lot.
Yes. So
we're having the annual general meeting every 20 years.
Yes.
This really, it pretty much sort of sums it up, really, doesn't it?
No.
Who can count amongst us now in our advanced age of wisdom and lifelong lessons that we have gained?
You speak for yourself. I've learnt fuck all. I've learnt so little that I'm giving up my weekend to go and trudge around a desolate field in Somerset with a bunch of people who I should have said goodbye to the moment I met them.
It's Glasgow, man. We're hanging out in Glasgow, the Isle of Avalon. It's the magic Isle of Avalon in the mists.
I'm glad you see it that way. I think when we arrive at Mr. Wilson's field in Street, you'll have a slightly different perspective. It's hardly the stuff of legend. It might be the...
You're spoiling. Tread softly if you tread on my dreams, young man.
Well, I need to tread on something because the whole place is going to be covered in mud, full of smelly would-be hippies.
Oh, well.
I'm going to hate every minute of it.
Jolly
So,
good.
Let's
Well,
get on the road then, shall we?
look forward to it even more now, and it's raining.
Good.
Adios, let's go.
See you soon, men.
Groovy.
Mrs. Marshall, as the convener of the annual general meeting, and you dubbed it the
Pre-death.
pre-death get-together. And looking round, I had a cursory look round, and I think your remarks were particularly prescient.
Yes. We've only just caught it in time.
I was going to say that a week
Oh, look,
later.
there's one gone.
Oh, put them on the fire.
Yeah.
Yes. But I'm sure it's going to be a great success.
Absolutely.
We've got about a dozen people here.
Which is more than enough.
And some of them might even make it through to the morning.
Except for that one who's just gone.
Well, one or two here and there. Who gives a shit, really? Easily replaceable. Pretty much worthless human beings.
Always
And,
were.
and this will form the introduction to the film that we're making. Have you got any remarks you'd like to make to people who didn't bother to turn up?
Well, you're all a shower of bastards.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's caught it in one.
Thank you.
One bit of remark.
No need to go into any more detail.
No.
Shower of bastards. We'll see you next time. Thank you. We're just about to go on a tour of the conference centre that's been specially hired for this event. Could we have just a shot of the proprietor here, please? Mr. Wilson, could we?
Mr. Wilson.
Mr. Wilson, please. Thank you for sharing this magnificent facility with us.
Sharing? You're paying.
Shine on your crazy diamond, do 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 do.
Yes, twat. It's in the dark here, so we probably won't see anything, which is probably just as well.
Emptying and dancing and sitting around.
Don't you carpet?
Well, that was delivered yesterday.
Yes, we've got carpet.
Instead of cleaning the other one, we just put another one on it.
And now we're going through to the executive suite.
Or is this the social quiet area?
This is the chill out room.
Chill out room, yeah.
Oh, wait.
And here we are.
Too.
As I call it.
I don't know how that one works. I didn't fit that one. Richie fitted that one. But I think it's a bit smoky, but that don't really matter.
No. Those of us who've given up smoking can get the
And here.
benefits, can't we?
Yes, and here we have the Charles Forte of the 21st century. Away from civilization, I don't want to labour it too much, but there's no Wi-Fi.
I know. This is very worrying.
Surround sound.
No, and even more worrying. Yes, I mean somebody did say there was allegedly a flushing toilet, but I have yet to believe this.
I think it was a flashing woman.
Ah, flashing woman, not
Yes.
flashing. No, I need flushing toilet is what I need. It's not.
Yeah.
No, I can't say that.
So let's not tell you about the complete absence of radio, television, and Sky HD then.
But hang on, no, just pass. So no iPlayer.
No electricity, no gas.
There must be something. There must be. I mean, I must be able to get 3G. 3G.
5.
Yes,
We're here.
There are apples on the trees.
You're the cameraman. Be quiet.
apples on the trees. That's not a series.
There's not a.
It's not a soap.
What you've got to think about is imagine Waitrose.
Yes.
Without the roof.
Right.
Okay.
Yes.
And those where you bend down to pick up the apples.
You have to.
You've got
Right,
it.
I'm starting to work on this.
Yeah.
But what's the purpose of this? When I could go to Waitrose and just get them in a nice little plastic bag. And,
Well, because when you go to Waitrose.
yes. So we're being artistic.
Taking a picture of my arse.
I'm not sure what's
When you go to Waitrose,
Yes.
you pay the nice lady at the front £2 for
Yes.
a bag of apples. Down here, you pay Bob Wilson £30 for an apple.
Ah.
Yeah. And you,
Well,
I
sort of understand, but I don't really see the benefit of
Yeah.
I don't really see the benefit. I mean, as I said a bit earlier, right? I've spent an awful lot of money purchasing a house on wheels.
That person with the camera, please be still, because he's nervous enough as it is. We don't want you creeping around behind him.
Right, okay. No bottoms.
No, we're going to go and sit down now.
Are we going to sit down now?
Yeah,
That's all right.
yeah,
There is a chair.
Yes.
That's okay. Well, lead me to the chair.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Right, nice sun And
Come on.
nice
I'm with
fire.
Anthony Ginn today, the man who 40 years ago started me on the sorry trail of degradation that I'm reduced to today.
Yeah.
And as the years go by, he is still persisting. That's some very interesting lemonade that you've got there, Anthony.
We were talking about you.
Yes.
We thought that like you've just sold out, man, and you've gone really straight. We weren't going to let you come. However, somebody said, look, just get him stoned. Give him a couple of pints of cider. He'll remember what it's all about, man. What the 60s is all about. It's like drinking cider,
Yes.
smoking hash, getting off with chicks.
Yeah.
So, smoke this,
Yes.
drink this, and we might let you back in the gang.
Okay.
What's going on here? What's going on here?
And how do I? How exact? Are you going to give a demonstration now?
Yeah.
There we go.
This will be sent straight to Scotland Yard for their approval.
Oh, it's really so beautiful.
It's
The vibration, it's
100%
just like-
organic.
Yeah, have a bit, have a puff, come on.
Don't waste it.
It'll do you good. It'll sort your ideas out a bit for you.
I mean, look at the state of you. You both look at least
It's
bloody
very
50.
good for arthritis. It is, don't you know?
Yeah, but I don't want any fucking arthritis, thank you very much.
It's also good for homosexuals.
Oh, fine. It's all right.
You're not through to homosexual.
It's okay. I've
All my
brought,
ambitions come true at once.
I brought my own homosexuals, thank you. And now that you've inebriated, Mr. Ginn, is there a message for the?
Man of Flight 68, growing again.
Yeah.
The seed has been planted. Where's that weed, calf?
It's in here, darling.
Is this all you've got?
Jen?
See, I have to confess that I've been in the company of these two drug addicts for a couple of minutes and I'm already finding their company amusing. This is where it started before.
Jen?
What harm can it do? This seems like good fun, I said to myself.
Good.
You just get this on film, please, Anthony.
What?
What you were just doing.
Fuck off, you fucking cop!
No, that was a leaf.
You want to buy some grass?
What else did you drop?
Yeah, and some people accused me of not being cool by booking into a hotel instead of sleeping out on the ground with a bunch of smelly hippies. Well, man, I can see Glastonbury Tor from my hotel window. How cool is that? Yeah, so we're here at one of the leading vegetarian eating establishments in the south of England with Mr. Wilson, who's got something to say on the topic of vegetarianism.
One feels that the last 20,000 years have been wasted clambering to the top of the food chain just to eat vegetables.
Thank you. You shouldn't really be getting drunk on a Sunday.
Sunday?
Yes.
I hate Sundays. All the religious bastards come out of the woodwork, clutter up our streets, making the place unsafe for sinners like myself.
Don't you find this a day for tolerance and humanity?
Tolerance of humanity.
Yes.
Would you tolerate a dog eating your legs?
Yes.
Well, you have a great tolerance for humanity.
Thank you. Have you got any views on this subject, Mrs. Ginn? Got a mouthful of what? Oh, I thought you said something else. Thank you. So this is the administration committee of the Talke Development Company reporting back to the world at large on the annual general meeting 2013. And I think we can safely say, to summarise the agenda, we had the meeting.
We had the meeting.
Yeah.
That was the agenda, to get there, do it, come away. Totally successful.
And I think it indicates what can be achieved when you apply very little effort.
Absolutely. No any other business, none of that stuff.
No.
Definitely not. No, no,
Well,
no.
there was a bit of other business, but we're not going to talk about that,
Well,
are we?
no.
No, the other business will remain between those people who
Absolutely.
conducted it, the conductors and the conductees.
Actually, and conductresses, possibly.
No, there weren't any buses there.
Oh, explains it.
No, the buses were out of Monticello,
Right. Okay.
and we didn't even need them to move away from the towers.
Right. Good. Good.
I think your contribution to the evening was that you.
Well, I had a great time, and I was awake till at least 10:30,
Yes.
and then I fell asleep. It was a late night for me.
Yeah.
The whole thing was sparkling, spiffing, and yeah, by 10:30 I was asleep. Where were you?
Well, I felt I peaked at about 7:30, and by 8 o'clock I went back to my hotel to prepare myself for the business of the next day, which was mainly concerned with having lunch.
Breakfast and then lunch. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely,
So I did my part.
Yeah.
Whereas you travelled from overseas to be here,
Mhm.
and you spent the day falling asleep in front of the fire, which of course you wouldn't have been able to do in France, would you?
Not to the same extent.
No.
Not such countries.
No.
Coffee sofa. Yeah.
Good. So we're not being judgmental in any way, but for
No.
those members who didn't make the annual general meeting, I hope
missed
you
a
got
good
a
one.
yeah, I hope you got a sense of what you missed there. I retired early at about 8:30, and you fell asleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's it.
By cider drinkers. Yeah.
No, we didn't. No, that's fine. If some people want to be less than abstemious, then that's their choice.
Oh,
We're not judged.
They were a jolly company. Jolly good.
We do embody the spirit of the 60s.
So I think it just says love and peace,
Man.
and woman, person, and
Man.
until next time, well, possibly even next year, if not 20
You
years.
think we'll have an annual general meeting
every
next year?
annually?
Yeah, okay.
Sounds a bit dubious to me. Conceptually unwise.
It does somewhat go against tradition.
It would.